Hi, my name is Enrique Moura. I'm an Agile and Project Management consultant and trainer. Today's video will explore the Sprint Planning event. It's a time box event held at the beginning of each sprint. It is used to forecast what can be delivered within the sprint and to prepare a sprint backlog. The video includes three different sections. The first section highlights how the Scrum team may prepare the sprint planning event. Important items that may be completed in the upcoming sprint are made ready for sprint planning. That may require, for example, that items are small enough to fit a single sprint, have value, and are testable. To prepare the sprint planning event, the Scrum team may also prepare preliminary selection of items and may estimate its velocity. The second section is focused on how the Scrum team can hold the Scrum event, addressing the questions: why should the sprint be completed? What items will be developed? How do developers plan to develop those items? And how much can the Scrum team complete within this sprint? Finally, the third section explores the Scrum roles in the sprint planning event. The video is one of several videos exploring Agile concepts, practices, and frameworks. If you're interested, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.
A sprint is a short, fixed duration period of time, 1 to 4 weeks, during which the developers design, develop, and test features. Sprint planning is a time-boxed event held at the beginning of each sprint. It is used to determine what can be delivered within the fixed duration sprint, and to prepare a sprint backlog to track progress. The Scrum team reviews the prioritized product backlog items, such as features, enhancements, and defects, to agree on what can be done in the current sprint, based on their priority and complexity. The product owner clarifies the details of each item to ensure that developers can determine the work and effort required to complete it. The short-term detailed understanding of the sprint work is documented in the sprint backlog. The sprint planning's effectiveness will be largely influenced by how well it was prepared. Preparing the sprint planning event may require refining the product backlog, preparing a preliminary selection of items, and estimating the Scrum team's throughput. When refining the product backlog, important items that may be completed in the upcoming sprint are made ready for sprint planning. Conditions that a product backlog item must meet to be included in a sprint can include, for example, that the items are sufficiently understood, have clear acceptance criteria, were estimated and prioritized, can fit a single sprint, have a supporting visual, such as wireframes, diagrams, drawings or mock-ups, and have no dependencies constraints. The product owner may also prepare a preliminary selection of which product backlog items developers should work on. This preliminary selection can then be used as input during the sprint planning event. Finally, estimating the Scrum team's throughput may help to prepare sprint planning. The Scrum team may use velocity to forecast the items that can be completed in future sprints. Velocity expresses the amount of work a Scrum team can complete in one sprint, and is typically determined by adding the story points of the fully completed items. Sprint planning addresses the following questions: why should the sprint be completed? What product backlog items will be developed? How does the Scrum team plan to develop the selected product backlog items? And, finally, how much can the Scrum team complete within the sprint? Sprint planning should not take more than 4 hours for a 4-week sprint. A shorter sprint should require less sprint planning time. Some Scrum teams hold sprint planning events in 2 separate sessions. Like so, in the first session, the team drafts the sprint goal and forecasts the refined high-priority items that can be completed within the sprint. In the second session, developers plan the work required to complete the selected product backlog items, ensuring that they can be completed within the existing capacity. They will then commit to the sprint goal. On the other hand, other Scrum teams hold sprint planning events with only one single session. The Scrum team drafts the sprint goal, and selects a single item from the top of the product backlog, ensuring that this item is adequately understood and aligned with the sprint goal. Developers will then plan the work required to complete the item, ensuring that it can be completed within the existing capacity. The cycle is repeated until the team reaches its capacity. Developers will then commit to the sprint goal. The whole Scrum team should attend the sprint planning event to ensure that they collectively own the sprint goal. They may also invite others to provide relevant input. Sprint planning is a collaborative effort in which the whole Scrum team plays a role. The product owner may draft a sprint goal, and prepare a preliminary selection of the items that the team should address. The product owner also ensures that the developers understand the selected product backlog items, and how these items support the sprint goal. Developers select the product backlog items in collaboration with the product owner. They also plan how the items will be developed. Developers own the sprint backlog, and only they can change it. Developers are committed to meeting the sprint goal. The Scrum Master ensures that the sprint planning event occurs, and that participants are focused on producing a realistic sprint backlog within the event time box. Other stakeholders may be invited to provide technical or business expertise if needed.
This video was developed by XPM Consulting. XPM is a project management, agile, ITIL and leadership training company. Thank you for watching. We hope you found the video interesting, and if you did, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to our channel.